Jeff is a 40-year-old married to a female father of 2 children who has a male partner for casual sex. He lives at 25 Halfway House, Grand Estate, Rivertown, Parkland. Jeff has 5 to 9 sexual partners. He is heterosexual but romantically attracted to more than one gender. He uses alcohol occasionally and smokes tobacco to curb his anxiety. He recently had an anal unprotected sexual encounter with a new male friend he met at a party and shared needles injecting drugs. 4 months ago, he had gonorrhea infection and was treated with 240 milligram gentamicin injection plus azithromycin 2 gram orally and a single dose. He's allergic to cephalosporins. He presents at your health center today with lesions on the palm of his hands. He received a transfusion of platelets for hemorrhagic fever during his high school years. Due to his risk behaviors, he was screened for hepatitis B, HTLV, HIV, and syphilis through routine serological testing at the NCI clinic. His result returned with a reactive RPR or VDRL of 1 in 64 and non-reactive TPPA or TPHA. He couldn't recall being treated for syphilis previously. He was told to ask his wife and partner to come in for screening and treatments. Jeff does not want to tell his wife, but is aware that she's at risk. Now, this scenario is meant to create a kind of confusion so that we can see how to enter records when we have conflicting lab results. So the VDRL titer is 1 in 64, but the TPPA is non-reactive. So while we entered the case, we're going to assume that the first result was wrong or was a false non-reactive, and we're going to try to repeat that screening again. So I will unshare and I will let the first person go.
Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Will it be possible for, because I can't see I don't have access to the case. The one that you email does not include this one.
Okay, I just put the case in the chat, but we can read it while we go along.
Okay. So seeing that he is a new client, the first thing will be to create a client's account. And today is the 17th. So the client first name is
Jeff.
And we have to create a surname, right?
Yes, you can create a surname.
Did it say how old he was?
Yes, he's 40 years old. So which makes him born in 1982. So you can make up the day and the month. So 1982.
So then he might be a male. And we would assume his mother made a name exchange. And unique ID will give GND 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mildred, could you please put back the case study in the chat so that I can download it? Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so now that the account is created, the next thing will be to request release, right?
Yes.
So the day of record. Oh, a question I had in regards to that. The day of record will always be the day that you recorded the information, right?
Yes. So if it's a past record, it should be the date that past record was written on the paper.
Okay. So it's GND 1, 2, 3, 4. And we requesting an HIV screening, yes. Was there a request for TB screening? No?
No.
Other STIs? Yes.
Yes.
Submit. Right, so now that that is done, then we go on to collect clients' information. So the unique ID is GND 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so the personal money. Yes, didn't sign the letters. She haven't. They're not signed as yet. Hold on, in 1 second there. Mistake. Yeah, my apologies, everyone. Right, so now we are collecting Jeff's personal information. Today's the 17th of March. And it's 2024. So we use the national ID. Probably to put another ID, use his driver's license. Right. So his date of birth, his country of birth, well, it's Grenada. Country of residence will be Grenada. And his address, let's say it's Post Royal. Right, so the length of time in country of screening will be, well, currently it will be 39 years. Thanks. Gender identity.
He's heterosexual in this scenario. So the gender identity is male.
Sexual orientation is heterosexual. But why heterosexual and not bisexual, seeing that he has interest in both males and females?
Well, he said he is not. The case scenario says that he is heterosexual explicitly. So maybe that's what he identified as.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is married. Did it speak to anything about his occupation?
No. No occupation.
So we'll put unemployed.
You can just
And
put
he has
unknown.
unknown. We could put he has at least 9 sexual partners.
Yes.
Oh, right. So
5 to 9. Yeah.
Right. Types of sexual activity. So there is
Vaginal
and anal.
Yep.
Is claimed, so not applicable. Has client or sexual partner has been tested? Unknown. Is client alive or dead? He is alive. Not applicable. No. 0. Okay. So now that we have gone
No.
through.
No.
Oh no, yeah. Yes. You have to go to risk behaviors. Oh yes. Right. So date of report. So in the last 12 months.
Yeah. Females in the
had sex
last
with
12
females
months.
in the last 12 months, had sex with persons of known HIV. That would be unknown because he's not too sure, right?
Yes.
Had sex with sex worker. Exchange sex, so there wasn't no transaction, not applicable. Shed needles while injecting in the last 12 months. Crack cocaine.
In the last 12 months.
Had sex under the influence. We would assume that and put in the last 12 months because he does
drugs
he does, right? Had sex with multiple partners in the last 12 months. Had needle exposure, not applicable. Received transfusion. He did refuse a transfusion over 12 months ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Occupational exposure, not applicable. Being a victim of sexual assault, not applicable.
No, it's
Received
applicable but unknown.
unknown.
Yeah.
Received a transplant or tissue, not applicable.
No,
Confirm that
unknown. No, not you need not
Why
applicable.
not
But
applicable?
question,
the one which received transplant of tissue, and that one is not applicable.
no, unknown. Because you use not
You
applicable if
would
the
not
question
put unknown,
doesn't apply to the client. But if you don't know the answer, it's unknown.
Okay.
or
But then isn't
but
it
maybe
well?
the client could say that he doesn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
but
I was thinking.
if the client says that no, you cannot put never.
Okay. Confirm diagnosis.
If the client
Is
says no,
Yes. So at the time he said he had gonorrhea, right? He was diagnosed and treated for gonorrhea. So yes, at the time of HIV
okay.
testing, there was a sexually transmitted infection that was confirmed.
so confirm diagnosis of TB? No.
No,
Had contact with confirmed TB? Unknown.
yeah,
Been previously diagnosed with HIV for TB patients.
not applicable. But he's not a TB patient.
Condom use.
So he said sometimes.
Is a client incarcerated? There was nothing about being incarcerated.
No, nothing like that. So unknown.
Has a client ever been homeless?
No,
Is a client a sex worker?
unknown. No, we have both male and female sex workers, right? Or just
Yeah.
female?
Well, I assume that a male could be a sex worker as well.
Okay.
Has the client had sex with transgender female?
Unknown.
See. Okay.
Yes, I'm calling confirm concerning the final conference that we're having.
And so that was for risk behaviors. Then we go on to comorbidities. 17th of March. So there wasn't an indication that he's diabetic.
No, he's not diabetic.
No.
Renal disease, no. Chronic lung disease, high blood pressure. Was there any condition that he had?
No, there's no condition.
None of those there.
So yes, no. Reason for test is that possible
Possible.
exposure.
Yep.
Has a client been previously tested before? He was tested for just STI or?
Yeah, it was tested. No, not for HIV, just for STI.
Okay, so no. No. So he has been diagnosed with STI. Was there a date provided for when he was diagnosed?
4 months ago.
So that would have been December. Has client been previously diagnosed? No.
21. December 2021.
Oh dear, sorry. Cancel. Thank you.
Morning.
Okay, so now we go into HIV screening. And we are So, what type of test will we be doing?
HIV first. We're doing HIV, syphilis, Hep B, HTLV. So you still put the
But
type
the
of
test,
You said? No, the
no,
type of
the
test.
test modality.
Yeah, so are you in a government facility? Yep.
Yes, public. So we're doing
Rapid.
HIV rapid test. Make a type of test kit.
So what type of test kit do you use for the rapid? Determine Unicode or
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. But
so let's
when we
use
when we do the rapid test, they normally get the results within half an hour, I believe.
yes and
Half an
non-reactive.
hour or less.
Yep.
So in this case, are we assuming that he's positive?
No, he's non-reactive.
Non-reactive. So it would be the same date.
Roxy, the test going to be determined. If it's a rapid test you're doing, then it's going to be determined. And if it's the test and not a confirmatory test you're doing, since it's non-reactive, then your test would be determined. If it was reactive, then it would have been a unit goal as a follow-up test before sending to the lab. So in this case, it's determined, Roxy.
Okay. So in this case, it wasn't syphilis, right? It was gonorrhea and something else.
No, this one, the next one is syphilis. I think he did Hep
Syphilis?
B, HTLV. Syphilis was the only reactive result he had. Every other thing was non-reactive.
Okay.
So you go to syphilis and do the video area.
You said the VDRL. Indicate the value. All right, so we move on to other screenings and this. So he's doing a HTLV, right?
Yes, it was negative.
The next one was a hepatitis.
Yes. Hep B.
And the result?
Negative.
Any other screening done?
That's all the screening. So for the syphilis, you did the TPHA?
The syphilis?
Yep. So want to do the confirmatory syphilis.
I did not hear that.
You want to do the confirmatory syphilis, and you didn't put a titer for this, so you might want to enter it again. So the date.
So go back to syphilis.
Oh, you said TPPA?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said
yeah.
the VDRL, you know, because I chose VDRL the first time.
Yeah, you did that, but now you have to enter the TPPA.
And the result was
Negative. For the syphilis, for the VDRL, the title was not in.
Yeah, for the video, the title was not in, so you might want to put it in again.
so I have to re-enter.
That's VDRL, yeah.
Oh. What was
1 in 64?
1?
64. As reactive.
You're gonna put 1.64.
1 ...
Like the ratio sign.
The
Oh.
yeah.
1 colon, not dot, colon.
Yes.
Okay, were there any contacts listed?
No, he said he was going to ask his partner to come in, but he doesn't want to tell his wife, so he might leave that in the extra note that he does not want to tell his wife.
So, question, Mildred.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you list his wife as one of his contacts?
No, he doesn't want. So you know, you list contacts when they agree to give you the contact, right? So the scenario said that he doesn't want to. Yeah, but he was now told to tell his wife and partners, but he said he doesn't want to tell his wife.
Okay. So another question, what happens if, okay, he agreed to tell the wife and then the wife came in? How would you link the wife to his case?
So if he
as
agrees,
one of the partners of this client.
Yeah, so if he finally agrees to tell his wife and the wife comes in for screening, it will be partner referral when you put reason for test.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you are done with the case. And what do you do now?
Okay, so the next phase is supposed to be referral for care?
Yes. Yes. No, you go under referrals. And what referral?
So HIV kit, refer for TB, refer for other treatment, and SLE. So he was not HIV positive, so it would be for other treatment and management.
Yes.
Mm.
Mildred, you saying we're not referring for HIV testing?
No, he was already screened for HIV and he was non-reactive. So they're referring
Okay.
him now for syphilis
Okay.
treatment. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Then after referral at your testing site, if you go straight into a risk reduction plan, you might want to go to prevention and control. And yeah, and then you want to go to risk reduction.
Risk reduction.
Yeah. Enter the ID. And then you start.
Clients will talk about HIV concerns or risk to partner or friend. In this case,
Or you can now type beneath that is a free field where you can type. After you select, he will talk with partner. Then you can put down. However, he's still not certain. He will tell his wife. You talk to his wife.
Mildred, I would like to ask a question, please.
Okay.
Okay, his results were 4 months ago.
Yeah.
The 3 month window period has passed. So why wouldn't we test him for HIV again?
We tested him
Noting his
already.
high-risk behavior.
No, we tested him for HIV and he was non-reactive.
That was 4 months ago.
No. For
No.
today's screening, 4 months ago was gonorrhea, right? And then he was positive. He was treated for gonorrhea. That's part of his history that he had a previous STI, but it's not part of the screenings. The screenings for today is hepatitis B, HTLV, HIV, and syphilis. And then all of them were negative except for syphilis.
Okay, thanks for the clarification.
Okay.
So client plans to discuss HIV testing with partners and get them tested before having sex. He wasn't offered condoms, client would abstain from sex, and he did not indicate, or with nothing, either of these options were not discussed.
So no, the whole idea is that you are discussing this option and you want to persuade him to choose one of these options, right? So maybe the client will accept condoms because he said he uses condoms sometimes, so possibly he will accept, right? So you say clients will use condom until partner is tested.
But then the N option is tested for HIV and he's not HIV positive. So why not the first option where client will bring partner to the site to be tested before sex again?
No, it can be any option depending on what the client tells you. Now we're just making up things, right?
Okay.
So yeah, it can be any of the options.
Okay. Hey. I'll put fewer partners.
Mm-hmm.
Client plans to change certain types of sexual behavior. I'll put this one.
Yeah, put the date above it before you move. Date of record. Let's say the client wants to be placed on pre-exposure prophylaxis. Other plan. Yes, you gave a pre-test counseling, which is standard, right?
No.
Yes. Post
Yes.
test.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a test counseling.
Mhm.
I'll assume that we did them so. Yes. Okay.
So yes, your job is done and done perfectly.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
So your job is done and done perfectly.
Okay. So somebody else gonna take over?
Yes, somebody else wants to take over. Can we have somebody from clinical care team to just continue with Jeff, register into care and to the syphilis management? Anyone?
I haven't signed in. Okay, Mildred, I can try, but I will have to sign in.
Okay, that's no problem.
Let me see. Okay, let me see the case scenario. Okay, Mildred.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, you're seeing my screen, huh?
Yes.
So the case has been registered. Let me see.
No has been referred. So now you go to care registrations on initial evaluation.
Okay, and let me just read it. He's not HIV positive, he has syphilis.
Yes.
So it's for the care, HIV referral, HIV syphilis, and few other care referrals.
Other care registration. No, go down. You there?
Are you there?
Okay.
What is this code again? What's the code?
GND 1234. So that's the third one on the list.
Okay.
So now you can go back to care registrations and initial evaluation.
Okay.
And then you do other care registration. Other care registration, yes.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So you go back to pages. You can now go down to clinical management. Other care card.
ND 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, client was screen for HIV. Okay.
So the client has no hepatitis, so we don't register for hepatitis.
So we go to syphilis,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So registration date, 17th of March. So, previously check classification, disease classification related to diagnosis.
Syphilis.
Yeah, syphilis, let me see. He did not have a history of gonorrhea, and so that was
Yeah,
treated
that was treated, yeah.
4 months ago.
Yeah.
So do we include that here? Was
Yeah,
found-
yeah, you can put it in the order there. Had gonorrhea, or maybe you want to verify and screen again for gonorrhea if he's no longer infected. I mean, in the other box there beneath where after syphilis. Yeah.
Okay.
Then he had lesion at the palm of his hand, so it's secondary syphilis, right?
I trying to read the scenario. Yeah. Yes, it will be secondary. Okay. Let me see. He had frequency of with lesions on palm of hands. And he received a transfusion of platelets due to he was screened for hepatitis. His return result, okay. He didn't recall the student's wife. Okay. Oh, the symptoms, he has no other symptoms.
Question.
Yeah.
Would you put in the chlamydia and gonorrhea here, or would you wait for a confirmation?
I think it would have been more accurate if you wait for a confirmation. So you put it in the order there, you just type that he was treated for gonorrhea 4 months ago, but you want to confirm if he was cleared, the treatment worked
Would
or
want
something.
to confirm that it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And
scroll
then you
back up.
would come back to this card, and then you would come back to the care card to update it.
Yes, so it's updatable. So there beneath that after
Okay.
syphilis, you see when you put non-CT, below there's a box where you can type that information that you want to screen for
Okay.
gonorrhea.
Okay.
Yeah, so when it comes back and it still has gonorrhea, then you want to know if it's resistant or something, and then select the appropriate options. So it's updatable anytime you come.
Okay.
Okay. So we see. Okay, so we move to treatment.
Yes.
Let me see, he wasn't treated there, man. Okay, so we have to put the treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to give him penicillin, benzathinic penicillin, crystalline penicillin. Okay.
So he said he said he wants to also be on PrEP, right?
He said that.
Yes.
Yes, to come for school.
I mean, he said it during his risk reduction session.
Okay. So we would put in the PrEP here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if that's any medication for PrEP is on the list.
Let me see. I'm not sure. Let me see. Truvada. No, I'm not saying it, but could I type it in? Yes, we have Truvada here.
Okay, yeah. CDF FTC. No. Choose the line after the medication, the line of drug. That's first line, right? Then the duration and frequency where you have one tablet.
I'll put the duration and the frequency. Okay, so
Yeah.
OD.
Yeah.
So OD.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then where you have OD there, you're going to put the duration.
Duration. Okay.
Then the note is that you want to follow up after 1 month and do a renal function to see if he's reacting to the drug. So
Okay. Okay. Treatment monitoring.
so that's is not necessary until the next visit, right?
Right, did that once time.
Yeah.
And this wasn't done. So I'm through this page.
Okay.
So it's there. And then I make a new appointment for him for his follow-up.
So you go to patient monitoring to make an appointment. Scroll down on the pages.
Pages, screening.
Appointments / patient monitoring. Schedule new clinic. Yeah.
You can allow her to to make a referral for the counselor.
Yes.
Okay, for adherence follow-up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but it's an HIV clinical, oh no, or the clinical.
Yeah. So you want him to come on the 15th of April?
Of April. No. No, Mildred is supposed to get his medication weekly. So we need to say,
Okay. Oh, you give them weekly, not monthly?
No, the weekly, the injection. So he needs a referral for the district nurse now, so that she can give him his second and his third dose of the benzoyl penicillin. So
Okay,
how do we set that up?
So on this prescription paper that he will take to the pharmacy, right? Everything is written on it. Because I think what they said is once you put in the drug on the system, you give them a paper prescription.
Okay.
Right? So once he goes with that paper and gets it from the pharmacy, then they might direct him where to get the injection.
Okay. All right.
Okay, perfectly done.
We have to do the one for the adherence counseling.
Adherence counseling. Do it.
Yes, you can. You can actually schedule. Go to appointments/patient monitoring, then schedule counseling appointments. Yeah.
Okay, so Mildred, Mildred.
Yeah.
Okay, failed to register.
You said?
It says fail to register the client for adherence follow-up.
Put adherence readiness assessment. Let's see. The thing is, it might not register because the adherence most of the time is for. Okay, so I'm going to fail to refer clients. So what I'm going to do is to make adherence counseling applicable to even people who do not have HIV. But for now, the system is trying to make it compulsory for HIV and is not recognizing this client as an HIV client. So I'm going to change that so that in the future you can do that.
I think I was having that challenge yesterday too.
Okay.
And I think that's a good point because I'll tell you what, the Mildred, even if somebody, I mean, it's been set up for HIV, but you can meet any client at an IDC clinic with syphilis, gonorrhea, any one of them, and they need adherence also.
Yeah.
So you may have to add it, yeah? Because what I was going to do, I was going to make you put him on, and I would try to do the adherence aspect of it for that specific client.
Okay. Okay, so we have the second case. We can do the second case and then send for adherence. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, I need to get out of there. My screen is not responding.
Okay, let me
stop sharing for me, please.
Okay, I'll do that now. And my screen is not responding. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm going to log out, see if I can log out and
No,
log
don't worry. I've done that.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks.
All right. Okay, so let's see what case we are going on next. We are going to, yeah, we are going on case 7. We are going to look at case 7.
On my time, you won't go time, you're my money, you won't go on money. What else? You're trying to respond to something this morning.
Okay, so we're going to look at case 7 next. Isabel is a 27-year-old pregnant female, gravid at 5 para 4, presenting for labor without any antenatal visit. She has 4 children, all under 10 years old. She is currently in mild distress has some contractions and ruptured membrane. Rapid HIV and syphilis blood test is done for her. The result indicates that she's HIV negative but syphilis reactive. She's guided through labor and given a start dose of penicillin. Her full serology was taken immediately after labor for hepatitis B, C, HDLV, and syphilis and HIV. All were negative except for syphilis with a VDRL and TPHA reactive, and the titer was 1 in 64. Her infant was also given a full serology test and was negative for all tests except syphilis with an RPR titer. We are going to make up the titer value for the infant, and the infant was immediately given penicillin start dose treatment for syphilis. So anybody can share. And try out that case. So this will involve two registration for Isabel and registration for exposed infants. Since we know the story ahead of time, we can decide to start with the exposed infant registration, and anybody on the clinical management team can do that, or anybody at all on this call can actually do that. Anybody? Anybody wants to go next? Lester?
I'm testing, so I have to be careful what aspect of it I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm testing at the same time today.
All right.
So I'm paying attention, I'm testing. Yeah.
Anybody else? We have many people on the call. Who wants to try? You'll be guided through it. So
Mildred, I am at the clinic, but I am doing testing, so it's hard to do two things at the same time, but I'm listening.
All right.
Okay, Mildred, I'll try.
All right.
All right, let me log into my patient. Just give me a second. Let me log into my patient one.
Okay.
All right.
I'll try to look for the alert. I'll try it when I'm here.
Okie dokie pokey lokies. And I am sharing screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, Jonelle, yes.
Let's start. Okay, can somebody just call out the case for me so that I can, I hope I choose a hard case, you know, Lord.
Isabel is a 27-year-old, pregnant, gravid of 5, para 4. The nurses on the call, you'll guide her.
Thank you very much, nurses on the call. All right, so first and foremost, we create a new account for the client.
Yeah.
Why is you in my space? I don't need to see you. Get away, get away. All right. Yay.
Can you just widen your screen just a little?
Widen my screen. Do I know how to do that?
Zoom in or zoom out? Zoom in here.
When we zoom there?
You see the ellipsis sign at the top right of your page, at the top.
Top right.
Before you, after the close X button, I think you should see an ellipsis at the edge.
Okay,
the top, and there's this hamburger ellipsis drops down there.
Oh, the 3 little dots?
Yes.
Okay.
So go to Zoom, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I'm using a very tiny screen too, so.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm creating the client's account as my first step. Today is the 17th of March. Contact reporter. Type. we're doing, okay, so I'm going to do it at a, is this case
Let's say public health clinic.
yeah, I was going to do a public health clinic, yeah, actually. And what's her name? Any name?
Isabel.
Mm-hmm. Middle name.
And we don't have a middle or last name. We can make up one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's her date of birth?
She is 27 years old, so she should be born in let's say 27, 2022, 1995.
1995. Okay. So any random birth date?
Yeah, you can put random, or you can just put the year of 1995.
She was born in April.
You have to start from day before month, or you keep deleting while you go. Day before month before year.
Oh, right. What is this? Watch.
Joanna, wake up.
I'm waking up, don't worry. I hope you wake up too. 1995, we said, right?
Yes.
Right. Miss, I like she middle name and she last name, Mildred. Oh my gosh.
She's female. Mother's maiden name is, oh my God. Okay, her unique ID.
Let me just give her, all right. All right. We doing HIV. What other tests are we doing for her?
All pregnancy, full serology. HIV, syphilis, hepatitis B, C, HCLV.
All right, so we're doing
No,
must
no,
put no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mildred, which case are we doing?
Case 7.
Thank you.
Make sure to pull in the door, okay?
Get away, get away. All right, so great. Date of report would be today.
Yep.
Hold a second. Dog, come on in.
I just wanted to see.
Oh, okay, all right, go ahead. Okay, yes, date of would be today, and I great. Client information. She has a lovely name. ID type 1. Where is it? Where's the national ID?
No, are you adding new ID to it?
Go ahead.
If not, you can leave it blank.
Maybe it's in the drawers that I have.
MP, what is MP ID?
Multi-purpose ID.
MP ID. Which one is that?
It's a multi-purpose ID.
Yeah, she comes on the street. Oh, okay.
Okay, the yeah, sorry Mildred, I can take any ID in this.
If you want to put in more IDs, then you can take it. If not, you can leave them blank.
Oh, I can leave them blank. Okay, yes, that is true. Country of birth. Control president. Address in country. So she lives Mount Granby, St. John. Health District or Wellness Center, that would be Nita.
Okay.
Link up here. And she identifies as a female, right?
Yes.
Pregnant. Her sexual orientation is hetero. Her sexual orientation is hetero.
Yes, heterosexual. Yeah.
Okay. And her telephone number is 535, I think 0174. I'll just give a random number. Marital status. She is single.
The scenario did not say. She has 4 children, and this is her 5th one. So let's say she is married.
Okay, so we only give her married. Okay.
Yeah.
Occupation, it doesn't say. So we choose, I'll give her employed. Oh gosh, she has 5 children.
Unemployed. She has 4 children. She can't be employed and be making babies like that.
Oh my gosh.
She's unemployed.
Okay, so I figure if she has all these babies, her highest level of thing is probably secondary.
Primary.
Primary? Okay. Hold a second there.
Okay.
Number of sexual partners. So if she's married, it will be number of sexual partners. It'll be 1.
Let's make her a good girl. Yeah, 1.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right. A good girl with all these babies? My goodness. Type of sexual activity, we'll give cause of death, not applicable. As a client, okay, no. She's unemployed. It can't be traveling nowhere and broke, so whatever, what's wrong with she? She broke someone. Aye, pardon?
Crack me up, Janet.
I'm not hearing you breaking up. Delcora, is that you?
Yes, I said you're a joke. Cracking me up.
My number okay, fine. We're making her good. Because hypothetically speaking, she could have had something on the side or and then we did have her partner tested and she knows the status. So okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right. Had sex with sex workers, that would be not applicable in this case?
It's applicable, let's say, but she says never.
Never. Okay, all right. It is applicable, yes. Exchange sex for drugs or material gain, never.
Over 12 months ago?
She did drugs. Oh, she did over 12 months.
No,
okay.
no. Exchange drugs for money. She has no education, so I wonder how she sustained herself before she got married.
She's married.
No, before marriage, so over 12 months ago.
All right. Exchange girl over 12 months. Okay. Shed needles while injecting non-prescription drugs. Never. Does the case say?
No, never.
Okay. Crack cocaine or illicit drug use. I mean, if she exchanged sex for drugs and so forth.
But maybe she just exchanged sex for material gain, but not drugs.
Okay, not drugs. Okay, so never. Had sex under the influence of drugs and alcohol, I would say over 12 months ago. Got she pregnant?
Yep.
Had sex with multiple partners. She's a good behaved young lady.
So over 12 months ago.
Over what? Over 12 months ago? Oh, she and this husband do easy. Had perinatal exposure to HIV.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Right. Receive transfusion of blood products. Does the case say?
No. So say never.
So
no, never. Yeah.
Had occupational what the hell? Had occupational exposure while working in a healthcare setting. Okay, that would be never. No, not applicable.
Not applicable. Yeah, she's not.
Because that's not been a victim of a sexual assault.
Unknown. Over 12 months ago.
Let's say unknown.
You said?
No, unknown.
Yeah, unknown. You can put unknown or over 12 months ago. Or
I'll put over 12 months ago, because there is a possibility. I mean, if she does transactional sex for material gain, I mean,
Yeah, she has a high possibility of being
she
a
has a high
victim.
possibility, yeah. So I won't put never. Had received a transplant, never. Confirmed diagnosis of ST at the time of HIV testing. Does she have any?
No, at this time we don't know anything. No.
Okay, all right. No. Confirmed diagnosis of TB. We don't know.
No.
Contact with TB. No.
No.
Been previously diagnosed with HIV.
Not applicable.
Not applicable. Condom use.
No.
Fat kid.
Never. Never.
Yeah, 5 children. Yeah, man. She don't even know to. She don't even know to spell the word condom.
And all the children are under 10 years old. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. If it's one thing, the condom company didn't get no money off of her. They didn't get rich off of she money at all. It's incarcerated. Okay, that would be never.
Yeah.
Never been honest. Never.
Let's say she was a sex worker before she met
okay.
her.
I was going to say that too. So that'll be over 12 months ago.
Yeah. So she had sex with transgender female. Let's say never.
Unknown. Oh, never. Okay. All right. Safe. Lymphoma. No. Renal disease.
No.
No. Chronic lung disease. No. High blood pressure. Unknown. If she's there, let's make a high blood pressure high. Let's make a pressure high.
But for now we don't actually know, right? So
okay, for now we don't know. So we'll leave it as unknown.
Yes.
All right. And others, we have any others?
Nope, nothing
else. Okay. Alcoholism, definitely, because I mean, can somebody look malnourished?
Yeah, yes, if they're very obese, most of the time obese people are malnourished, right?
So we'll make her malnourished?
Let's make her malnourished. Let's make her a BMI over 30 and make her malnourished.
Okay, so we'll make her malnourished, and then what if she malnourished? Why is she obese?
Obese people are malnourished. Most obese, majority of the time, obesity is one of. You said?
Yes, obese people are malnourished. Once your BMI is over normal,
Okay. Every time I think malnourished, I think like sticks and stones, like spaghetti looking people.
No. If they are wasting, like their mid upper arm circumference is so below 12, right? Then they're malnourished. If they're obese, they're malnourished.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, we'll make her malnourished.
ANC, PMCT.
Oh, yes, this is what I'm looking for. Has the client been previously tested for HIV? We unknown. We don't know.
We don't know, yeah.
All right. Has the client been previously diagnosed with HIV? Again, no, unknown.
Unknown, yeah.
All right. Second STI, that will be unknown. Unknown. All right, save. Lester, those secret talks you're sharing there, my word, my air's tingling, you know?
Okay. So,
yes, I know. You dig a nice name, and you know they want to think she have gone on in lunch.
Oh my.
So now, because we are dealing with a pregnancy, right? After the first 3 tabs, we are skipping to pregnancy registration.
Okay.
New pregnancy. No.
New pregnancy registration.
Yep.
Okay.
By the time you are done filling this form, this baby would have been out and eating their first meal.
You understand, of course.
Yeah.
Especially with these COVID babies we have now that coming out and watching TV. Hold on, she's 27 with 5 children. You know, this literally just dawned on me.
Yeah.
We have to give up.
00. So
we
you can make up a pregnancy ID. You can put 009988, the unique ID, and put preg 5. So no, it's the 5th pregnancy.
Oh, just 5?
No, the unique ID. Put the unique ID first. Then put preg 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Jesus Lord.
So if she's starting labor today, right? If you want to backdate, what will be her last menstrual period? So if we use, let's see, midwives, if we use
Someone-
27th of July, will that work? 27th of July, 2021. Hold on. Don't go to the 27th of July first.
That would work.
That work?
It'll be June.
The 7th, yeah.
So-
The 2nd of July can work. That'll be 38 weeks.
Okay, okay. So 2021.
21?
Yeah. So no, the day is the day you put 20th, 21st, or you want to put like early in July?
Which day in July?
Early July.
Early
Okay.
July, maybe
If
like
her menstrual
7th or the
cycle is in
2nd.
July, then she's 8 months. We're in March. So it would have to be June.
so it has to be June, right? End of June.
In March. She had 38 weeks, 39 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? June, she don't deliver.
Yeah, she's in labor now, so let's assume that her gestation age is above 38 weeks. So now put her. Is that correct? So let's try this and see what the system says. If not, we'll adjust. No, you can keep going.
No, the 10th
Okay.
of June.
The 10th of June?
Okay. The 10th of June will give you gestational age for today, 42 weeks.
Okay, so let's make her 42 weeks. Chef, it's supposed to be 40 plus or minus 2, right?
Why is she making a horse? This baby ain't coming out. What? Almost 10 months inside, innit?
Yeah.
Huh.
So the
Okay,
father's,
the father's, we doing father's name or leave it?
yeah, she's married, so she definitely knows the father.
Oh, okay, so let me see what father I have here.
People are terrible, man. Seriously.
Okay, let's not brother soon. All right, let me see. Birth registration. So, Miss, as I created all of this.
Yes, by registering the pregnancy, all of these have been created automatically.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so what's next? You go to antenatal / maternity.
Maternity.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The system is still loading, so hold on. Yes, it's done loading.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So today she's 40 weeks, correct?
Okay, 0 days. All right, so I'm clicking these things on top here.
So you can go straight to the pregnancy HIV screening. Since we don't have any assessment or anything about the pregnancy, we're jumping into the screenings.
Pregnancy, where is
The
that?
third one, the third tab, pregnancy HIV screening, the third tab.
Ah, there it is.
Yep. So it says that it was non-reactive, so rapid test. Scroll down, you see.
Oh, I thought it was taking forever to load. Now that I'm actually waiting, it actually went fast.
No, scroll up, you are doing the routine screening. You clicked on routine, not HIV.
No HIV pregnancy, HIV screening?
Yes, that's one, then scroll down. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Bible test, rapid.
What Janelle eating? Everybody else working at eating.
She was not reactive.
Oh my gosh. Test results. Non-reactive, okay. And the test day, which is today. Esther, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings in such a very edible way. My humblest apologies.
Okay. Just don't make anything stick in your food. So we have to give you any type of mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Yeah, exactly. And you see? And we don't want that.
Don't swallow that one. Knowing that she's not sorry. Don't swallow that one.
Lester, because Isabella would not like it, you know. Isabella she wouldn't be too pleased. All right. Okay, so after
Go
I would
back
have
to-
done, where
go
there?
back- No. You are in the correct place. Just wait for your page to load. Go back to antenatal maternity routine follow-up. Yep.
Oh,
Scroll down. So now you do your syphilis screening.
well, I think I'm actually glad I chose this case. Syphilis.
It's shorter, right?
No, I actually got to actually do a pregnancy. That's kind
Okay.
of, yeah, type of test. That'll be a syphilis rapid. So she's at the center. So yes, the first thing they'll do that.
No, she's at the hospital. So they'll just do a VDRL one time.
So don't do the rapid?
No, just go to VDRL. Yes.
VDR, okay.
So
Her titer says she's 1 in 64. Let's assume that things are moving well. They get the results immediately.
Okay.
And then it's reactive. Okay. So you do the syphilis again.
I have to do syphilis again?
Yes, now you want to confirm because her titer is 1.
Hi, good morning. How are you? I'm not too bad.
I'm here because, go ahead.
So here let me just give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Sorry again. So we're going back into the maternal antenatal follow-up. And you said we're doing the syphilis screening again. Hello?
Yes. So now you're confirming.
Oh, okay. But didn't we just confirm? Didn't we just say that it's...
No, but VDRL is not a trip test to be certain that it's syphilis.
No.
TPPA, TPHA or TPP.
Okay. 1 in 64?
No, not titer value.
Okay.
It's just reactive. And then the date.
She did in the States. She did in the US of A. And her results coming out today for today. I'm proud of them.
Janelle, her TPHA is 1 in 64.
It is? Sorry, I missed it.
That's okay. That's
It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah, most of the time they just write the titer value for the.
No, there's no confirmation.
Yeah.
It's either reactive or non-reactive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then after I'm finished with that, she has
Go back to antenatal. No, you go back to antenatal or maternity routine follow-up. Yep, scroll down.
Is you right? By the time I finish, this child on 3 years old.
So now you go to, hold on. The scenario says that she had other screenings were done, hepatitis B, C, HTLV. So you go to pregnancy routine screening.
Routine, okay, with
Yep.
pregnancy, that one.
Yep.
So she had, what is this?
Hep.
For the H.
Hepatitis B. Keep typing H.
H, yeah, looking for H and
No,
stopping
you'll
it.
find it. Just go to HTLV.
Oh, go to HTLV.
Yeah. I just remember you won't find it.
Oh.
You will find hepatitis under hepatitis screening.
Oh, okay.
Okay, results, non-reactive or negative? Negative.
Today's day 2?
Yep.
Telling me. And I'm saving on that one. But I have to do it for all the others. So I have to repeat it until I would have completed all of the other screenings that she needed, right?
Yes, so but this time, because pregnancy, we have a separate tab for hepatitis, so you don't do it under routine.
Repeat,
So
sorry, you were breaking.
For pregnancy, right? If you go back to the pregnancy tab, you'll find that the pregnancy care card has a separate tab for hepatitis screening. So we don't screen hepatitis under routine for pregnancy, but as they required. Antenatal maternity follow-up. Then go back to the tabs. You'll find no pregnancy hepatitis screening just before the routine.
Pregnant. Oh, okay, there it is.
Mm,
why you have that one separate to routine screenings?
Because the EMTCT is tracking both syphilis and hepatitis, so you want to make sure it is visible and done.
Okay, I got you. All right. Has not been vaccinated, needed.
Now we are doing surface antigen.
Question, Mildred.
Yeah.
Pregnancy routine and other screening. What would you put there?
So you can do things like HB, electrophoresis, HCLV, rubella.
HCLV.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Rubella and the rest.
(22) type of test. Are we doing Hep C?
Yes, we are doing B and C.
B and C.
Mm-hmm.
And
anti-HBC.
HB.
Let's do the third one, or just skip the type of test if you don't know what you're doing. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm. For this,
she has no drug resistance, no nothing.
No, that one is when you want to confirm. Go further if they're reactive. If she's reactive.
Oh, okay. She's negative.
Yep, negative.
And her IgM?
No, the dates depends on the type of test, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I leave those for now, right? So we didn't, it depends,
yes.
It depends on the test that we did. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to come back and go into the same tab to do for hepatitis B now or C?
Yes. Yes, the B now.
B now, okay. I did C. I tell you.
You are going backwards very much.
Watch. Listen to me. I click match. I clicked on the match. Right? And that's the second one.
No, the first one.
The first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No queries here. And her test result is negative as well?
Negative. Yes, negative.
All right. Mildred, please tell me that's all we have to do for this lady. She's in labor, you know?
Record her birth now. The birth
Record
of the baby.
it?
Yeah, antenatal, go back to antenatal. You are going to go to birth, not the birth. Yeah. Now the baby is finally out.
Well, clearly, the amount of time I did filling out this thing. Mildred, if a lady has to be literally in labor and doing this, you need like 4 persons to help, you know?
Yeah, but normally in labor, there's always one person who is either at the computer or with papers, right?
Mm.
Yeah, and that person will be entering this.
What time is it? It is 10:58 a.m.
19:58 a.m.
What? 10. Sorry. Place.
General Hospital.
General. Okay.
But Mildred,
Yeah.
Mildred, I'm looking at the whole practicability of all of this. Wouldn't it be better for, let's say this person is in labor, wouldn't it be better for them to get the information manually and then enter it after?
Yes.
Yes, but we're just assuming that things are perfect the way we see it in the movies where the nurses are all holding a tablet and they're just recording and all writing. If we ever get there, fine. But if not, on paper, then you transfer later.
And I'm even looking at a case where maybe it's a difficult pregnancy and she has to be rushed to theater.
Okay, then that. Yeah, but for that.
Manually.
Yeah, you can do it manually and then enter. So according to what is, so you do it according to what is convenient.
Okay.
Okay, so the mother's condition, she can't be discharged as yet because she just delivered.
Yeah, so you just update. Click on update.
Oh, just update. Okay. Wow. Okay. And that's it for the antenatal visits?
Scroll down. Now you will wait for your system to load.
Okay.
Yeah, click on that. Scroll down. Now, we might not do this today, but under normal circumstance, right? You collect all information. We are going to register the baby that was born. You're going to do the postnatal another day. And you're going to update baby's information when the baby is being discharged, or if the names, baby did not have a name during birth and they later get a name for the baby before discharge.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's click on new antenatal visit. Scroll down. New antenatal visit. So for that event situation where it's a difficult pregnancy and they have to go to the theater, this is where you fill in that information. Scroll down. Down, down, down. So this also has the heart, mama, and everything during any obstetric surgeries. So this is where you come to fill in those information when you collect them on paper. If you collect them.
Okay.
Yep.
And I think Lester had asked this question yesterday. These particular forms, they can be printed, right?
Yes, we can actually try to print them out so you can use them.
Because I think, yeah, it the colleague that just spoke recently a while ago, she raised a valid point, because if we have to fill all of these things out in the height of anything, it's easier to just fill them out on the form as part of your routine record visits, as opposed to doing it on the computer. For some people who may not be